Next point is SMS. So SMS means the GSM SMS provide a connectionless transfer of message with low capacity. In December 1992, the first short message sent from the PC to MS. So it was delivered in the Vodafone GSM network in the UK. Every GSM short message can contain up to 150 octets or 160 character. To allow the message longer than 160 character, SMS concatenation and SMS compression have been defined and incorporated. So the short messages are transported on the GSM or SDCCH signaling channel. There are two ways of the GSM short message services which have been defined: cell broadcast service and point-to-point service. When the short messages are transported in GSM and SDC, cell broadcast service means which periodically delivers a short messages all subscribers in a given area, and the point-to-point services means which sends a short message to a specific user. Then GSM SMS network architecture. In this architecture, the short message is first delivered from the message sender to a short message service center, that is SMSC. It is then connected to the GSM network through a specific GSM GMSC. Then the GMSC may connect to a several GSM network and to a several SMS GMSC in a GSM network. The SMS GMSC locate the current MSC of the message receiver and forward the message to that MSCs. So here diagram for the SMS architecture is shown. So here SMS architecture diagram is shown. The SMS GMSC means SMS gateway MSC. The MSC broadcast the message to the base station system, and the base transceiver station page the destination MS. Now the MS used for the short message service, which must contain a special software to enable the message to be decoded and stored. The messages can be stored either in the SIM or in the memory of the mobile equipment for display on the standard screen of the MS. So the MS may send or reply to a short message, and the message is delivered to a short message service working MSC and then to the MSSC. The recipient of the short message can be MS, a fax machine, or a PC connected to the internet. So the short message cannot be sent directly from the sender to the recipient without passing through the SMSC. To simply generation of the short message in MS predictive text input algorithm installed in the MS reduce the number of input keystrokes by predicting the next word the user will generate. Now there are three types of short messages: user specific, specific, and sim specific. So user specific message is displayed to user, and ME means the specific message is processed by the mobile equipment instead of showing to the user. The special function created by the handset vendor can be triggered by this message. The SIM specific message is processed at SIM card. If GSM operator designs a special function in the SIM card, then the SIM specific message can trigger this function. Then the next part is HSCSD. HSCSD means high speed circuit switch data. This is a circuit switch protocol for large file transfer and multimedia application. The data rate of HSCSD has been increased by using multiple TDMA lines, TDMA time slot instead of one time slot in the current data application. So it is a specification for the data transfer over the GSM network. Though there are a quite high number of services available in GSM, but they have a drawback of low data rate, and this limits the application which need internet support and also increase the cost. This can be overcome by a few modifications in the existing circuit switch system. By the allocation of several time slots to the single connection link capacity, it can be increased. This will increase the data rate. In HSCSD, the multiple TCH by F are allocated in a single link. For example, if all the 8 time slots are allocated to a single connection with a full rate of TCH, then the data rate achieved will be 8 into 9.6 kbps, that is 76.8 kbps. So in practice, generally the maximum data rate achieved is 57.6 kbps with 4 times slots over TCH by F 14.4 channels used. Now there are some features of HSCSD. So it has a higher data rate than GSM network. It allows all non-voice kind of data as well as to be carried on network. Then the maximum data transmission is achieved by allocation of multiple time slots over a single connection link. Then there are few modifications in existing GSM network. That is, the very important modification is done in the TAF, that is terminal adaptation function block in MS and in IWF in the MSC. The BSS is also modified a little bit. These two blocks are responsible for combination and splitting of the n composite data stream, where n is 1 to 8. These are transmitted over TCH. Then the BSS handles the multiple time slots together on a single link, and the processing of combining, splitting and multiplexing in HSCST. It shows the process of combining, splitting and multiplexing in HSCST. Then it supports both transparent and non-transparent connections. When the HSCST network is set up, the maximum DNC, that is desired number of channels, and minimum RNC, that is required number of channels, are shown by MS. They are needed for constituting the HSCST characteristic, and they are used in the process of resource allocation. First is realization of the selected device, the desired channel coding method, the supported remote modem, the value of the fixed network data rate. These values can be changed by the user according to the application he/she want to invoke. So connection can be one of the following two configurations, that is symmetric configuration and asymmetric configuration. So symmetric configuration means for the uplink and downlink, the same number of traffic channels are assigned. A symmetric HSCST configuration consists of bidirectional FSCCH and co-allocated bidirectional TCH by F, that is SSCH channel. And asymmetric configuration means in this downlink it is assigned a more number of traffic channels as compared to the uplink. It is selected only if symmetric configuration fails to fulfill user's requirement, as asymmetric HSCST configuration consists of a bidirectional FSCCH and co-allocated unidirectional or bidirectional channel. In this type, the transparent bearer services makes the use of X30 by B.110 protocol, where non-transparent bearer services are based on RLP protocols. Now there are some advantages as well as disadvantages. So the advantages are high data rate 57.6 kbps with 4 slot. It provides mobility to the user that they are unable to access the internet everywhere. It also provides the opportunity to the user to access their own local area network through this technology. Then there are some disadvantages. The expensive system installation and operation. It is not suitable for the latest technological advancement and it is based on the circuit switch network. Then the reservation of more than one time slot increases the blocking probability in sale. Also, the dynamic allocation is exceptional to this. The charging of HSC ST depends upon the number of used channels and the duration of the session.